Hey, good morning, everyone. I forgot to do the other segment. I was doing a segment for people who are incarcerated or they're either in the transitioning process when it comes to mental health. And I wanted to do 11 days of just kind of like inspirational scriptures that can be helpful to them or the family member. And so, again, today is May 5th. So today, I want to talk about 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. So I know a lot of times it it can be easy to feel that things are against you or things out to get you per se. However, God is not against us. He's for us, right? So even in today's world, we see a lot of different things on the news and media, different things like that about suffering and different things. But God says that He is watchful and He's protective over His people, right? So it could be temptation to despair, settle, or resent. All of those things can be very overwhelming, especially when we may be going through a hardship or a difficult time. So God wants to empower all of us to overcome temptation and overcome through His power and His Spirit. So again, every day we must renew our minds. You know, life is tough sometimes, and we just have to live out our purpose. And I can speak a little personally because, like I had shared with someone else before, being compared from childhood mm, through adulthood, I don't know, somewhere in my life, I picked up uh, a comparison. Okay, let me be clear. So, in other words, one of my friends, uh, maybe I'm gonna say they got married, right? And everything looks good. They're married. They've bought a home with their husband, uh, whatever the case may be. And so I would find myself like, gosh, kind of out of my little small circle of friends, I, I'm the only one. I'm I'm left back. Yeah. So yeah, somewhere over time, I kind of picked that up. Um, or it could be something with education. It could be something with jobs. It was like it always came before me like your friends are doing better than you. Yeah, you have a business. They have one too, but it looks like their business is going better than yours. And so that's something that I'm working on as a goal, you know, to stop the comparison because I do realize that God wants to empower me every day, but there's some steps that I'm going to have to take in order to reach that goal. And that's the same thing for people who have been incarcerated or they're in transition to coming home. Sometimes there are a lot of there's a lack of resources. Just really depends on where you live. But I want to spread awareness around any resources that I find out about that it will be beneficial and can be helpful. I want to share it. I want to help people, but at the same time, I just want to encourage you all too, or it could be your relative that might be in the situation. So I want to encourage you all to be there for them as well. Be there, supportive for them. Sometimes our sisters and brothers, they come home with some mental health challenges. I mean, we don't know what they have seen or what they have endured while they were incarcerated. So we have to show some compassion and some grace. And I think it's important to do panels and forums to show them that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Things can be put in place to help support them so that they can be successful. I know quite a few of my brothers and sisters who were incarcerated and they've been out and been home now a couple of years, and they are doing great. They are moving in the way that God really wants them to move. I mean, I've seen the growth, and so that's a good thing. So you all just stay encouraged and just know that God wants to empower you. And again, your past is just that. So if anyone tries to bring up your past, it's okay to let them know that you no longer live there. All right. Take care, y'all. Peace and blessings.